Hey, this is Mark Ingber, and this is what's going on in Hopkins today. The Hopkins City Council will meet at 7:30 tonight at City Hall. There isn't too much on the agenda, but the council will hold a public hearing on a feasibility study concerning street and utility improvements in the city's Park Ridge neighborhood as well as Blake Road south of Excelsior Boulevard. Following tonight's hearing, the council is expected to authorize engineering services for the project, and the street improvements are scheduled for this year. The undefeated Hopkins boys varsity basketball team will take on the also unbeaten Robbinsdale Cooper team tonight at Cooper. The Sun newspaper's sports reporters recently sat down to discuss the matchup.
Nick, how about that game? You're going to be there. You're going to get in the side door, so you don't have to fight your way through the crowd, but you're going to be right there in the front row.
Like you said, two undefeated teams, both kind of led by a couple stars that are going to go to the University of Minnesota. Royce White for Hopkins, Rodney Williams Jr. for Cooper. It's going to be electric in there, but it might only be electric for 5 minutes. So what Hopkins has been able to do so far this year to some teams, it's sometimes it's not even fair. It seems like
is Tubby going to be there?
Tubby will be there. I can promise you that.
Oh, what a coach! We got to get in that practice facility.
Yeah, No, but Cooper's in a need to hit shots to hang around. If they're off at all, they're going to have some issues. Hopkins can score from all 5 spots on the floor, and it seems like with whether it's their first team or their second team, there's obviously a drop off, but there's not as much as some teams go through. But Cooper's got a fantastic starting 5. They haven't really been pushed much this year. If they lose this game, they won't be able to drop another one in order to lock up that number 1 seed.
Hopkins by 25 points.
And I don't know about that. Not in that gym.
Hopkins will be so pumped for that game. You know that.
Yeah, I know, and Cooper will too. I can't see it in that gym. Who knows? I'm not going to throw out a prediction out there. I don't think Cooper could beat them. I think it'll be closer than 25.
The game will begin at 7:15 p.m. This week we're featuring a series of interviews with Mike Opat, chairman of the board of the Hennepin County Commissioners. Opat serves in this role in what will undoubtedly be one of the most financially challenging periods in decades. Today, Opat discusses the intricacies of Hennepin County's revenue outlook.
We get our revenues in 3 basic categories. We get them from the state and federal governments, so other governmental units is a big chunk. We get it from the property tax, which is probably a third or better, and we get about another third of our revenue from fees and services. And the biggest one people may think of as a fee for tipping garbage on the garbage burner floor. So it's solid waste fees. There are fees, small ones like library fines. There are small fees for different operations we have. We have a driving range, so they're out at on county property. So we get fees for services. We get fees at the service centers, a share of some of the fees for driver's licenses and things, passports, things like that. So, and real estate fees. So the revenue shortfalls are owing to all the things people read in the paper. One is the real estate transactions are down, so our real estate revenues are way down.
You can read a full account this week of Opat's interview in most printed editions of Sun newspapers published in Hennepin County. And here's today's forecast. Today will be partly cloudy with highs around 9. Tomorrow will also be partly cloudy but a little warmer with highs around 16. For Sun Newspapers, I am Mark Ingber. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.